Hey there, fellow Americans. Breaking news that could put more money in your pocket. The government has just approved a fresh round of stimulus payments, and you won't believe who qualifies this time. But here's the catch: the deadline is approaching fast, and you need to act now. Before we dive into these life-changing details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on crucial stimulus updates that could mean thousands of dollars for you and your family. Today's video is absolutely packed with information about the latest stimulus developments that mainstream media isn't talking about. We've got exclusive details about new payment amounts, eligibility requirements, and most importantly, how you can claim your share before it's too late. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one because these programs are operating on a first-come, first-served basis. Let's start with the biggest news. Several states have just announced their own stimulus programs, working independently from the federal government. California, Florida, and New York are leading the charge with substantial payment amounts that could reach up to $2,000 for eligible residents. But here's what's interesting: these payments aren't just limited to low-income individuals. Middle-class families are also included in this round, which is a significant departure from previous stimulus requirements. Are you wondering if you qualify? Stay tuned, because I'm about to break down exactly who's eligible and how to apply. The federal government has also been quietly working on additional relief measures. While mainstream media focuses on other stories, there's been significant movement in Congress regarding a potential fourth stimulus check. Several prominent senators have been pushing for monthly recurring payments, and recent developments suggest they're gaining traction. But why isn't this making headlines? The answer might surprise you. Let's talk about the new eligibility criteria that's different from previous stimulus rounds. This time, the focus is on helping Americans who've been impacted by recent economic changes, including those affected by inflation and rising living costs. If you're making less than $80,000 as an individual or $160,000 as a married couple, you might be eligible for these new payments. But here's the crucial part: you need to demonstrate how inflation has impacted your household finances. One of the most overlooked aspects of these new stimulus programs is the additional support for small business owners and self-employed individuals. If you've experienced a revenue decline or had to adapt your business due to economic changes, you might qualify for grants ranging from $5,000 to $25,000. The application process is surprisingly straightforward, but you need to act fast as funds are limited. Here's something that many people don't realize: there are actually multiple programs running simultaneously. Besides direct stimulus payments, there are expanded tax credits, rental assistance programs, and utility payment support. The key is knowing how to navigate these different options and maximize your benefits. Have you checked if you're eligible for all available programs? Many Americans are leaving money on the table simply because they don't know about these opportunities. Let's discuss the application process, because this is where many people get stuck. The good news is that most of these programs have streamlined their application systems, making it easier than ever to apply. You'll need basic documentation like proof of income, tax returns, and evidence of financial hardship. But here's a pro tip: don't wait until you have everything perfect. Start the application process now, as you can usually add documentation later. One question I keep getting from viewers is, what about Social Security recipients? Well, there's good news on that front too. The new stimulus programs include special provisions for seniors and disability benefit recipients. In fact, some of these groups might qualify for additional supplemental payments on top of the regular stimulus amounts. But again, time is of the essence. The impact of these new stimulus measures could be significant for the average American family. We're talking about potential relief that could help with rising grocery costs, utility bills, and other essential expenses. But here's what's interesting: these programs are designed to be more targeted than previous stimulus rounds, meaning they're more likely to reach those who truly need them. What about the timing? This is crucial information you need to know. While some states are already processing payments, others are just beginning to accept applications. The federal programs are expected to roll out in phases, with the first wave of payments potentially starting as early as next month. But don't wait, the application windows for many of these programs are surprisingly short. Here's something that might surprise you: some of these stimulus programs are actually retroactive. This means you might be eligible for back payments if you qualified but haven't received previous support. The key is knowing how to claim these retroactive benefits, and I'll explain exactly how to do that. Let's talk about the documentation you'll need to apply. While it might seem overwhelming at first, I've broken it down into simple steps. You'll need proof of income, identification, proof of residency, and documentation of any financial hardship. But here's a lesser-known fact: many programs are now accepting digital copies of documents, making the process much more convenient. One aspect that's often overlooked is the impact these stimulus payments might have on your taxes. The good news is that most of these payments are tax-free, but you'll still need to report them on your tax return. I'll explain how to do this correctly to avoid any issues with the IRS. For families with children, there are additional benefits you need to know about. The expanded child tax credit might be making a comeback, and several states are offering supplemental payments for families with dependents. Are you taking advantage of all these opportunities? Many families are missing out simply because they don't know these programs exist. Here's a critical point about timing: while these programs offer significant support, they won't last forever. The funding allocated for many of these initiatives is finite, and once it's gone, it's gone. This is why it's crucial to act now rather than waiting. Have you started your application process yet? Let's address some common concerns about eligibility. Many people assume they won't qualify because they received previous stimulus payments or because their income is too high. However, these new programs have different criteria, and you might be surprised to find you're eligible. The key is to apply and let the program administrators determine your eligibility. For those worried about the application process being too complicated, I have good news. Many states have set up dedicated hotlines and online support systems to help applicants. There are also numerous nonprofit organizations offering free assistance with applications. Don't let the fear of paperwork stop you from claiming benefits you're entitled to. What about the future of stimulus payments? While these current programs are significant, there's ongoing discussion about additional support measures. Several proposals are being considered in Congress, and state governments continue to evaluate their support programs. Staying informed about these developments is crucial. Here's something important to consider: these stimulus programs aren't just about direct payments. Many include provisions for debt relief, especially for medical debt and student loans. Are you aware of all the debt relief options available to you? This could be just as valuable as direct payments for many Americans. The impact of these stimulus measures extends beyond individual recipients. These programs are designed to stimulate local economies and help communities recover from economic challenges. By participating, you're not just helping yourself but contributing to broader economic recovery. As we wrap up, let me emphasize the urgency of acting now. These programs have limited funding and strict deadlines. Don't wait until the last minute to apply, as processing times can vary, and you don't want to miss out due to delays. Remember, these are opportunities that might not come around again. Before you go, here's what you need to do right now. First, check your state's stimulus program website for specific eligibility requirements. Second, gather your documentation. Third, start your application process. Even if you're not sure about qualifying, the worst that can happen is being denied, but you might be surprised by what you're eligible for. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on stimulus payments, economic news, and financial tips. We're here to help you navigate these opportunities and ensure you don't miss out on benefits you deserve. Have questions? Drop them in the comments below, and we'll do our best to provide answers in future videos. Stay tuned, stay informed, and most importantly, take action today.